Hey guys, welcome to my first podcast. This is the Burnout to Brilliance podcast. So, this podcast is definitely for you if you have ever felt burnt out, if you're feeling burnt out right now, or if you have in the past and maybe you're worried about being burnt out again. But it's not just about being burnt out, it's about how you feel. Like, we all get burnt out a little bit all the time. And that can show up in our daily life as being tired, being frustrated, not wanting to go to work, feeling maybe a loss of purpose, a loss of joy in everyday activities, a loss of joy in your job, even though you love your job. Maybe now you're questioning if it's something that you want to do or not still. So, burnout can show up in many, many different ways. And burnout can often be from an imbalance that happens in our bodies. And this can be from consuming the wrong foods, consuming negative media clips, being in draining relationships, having a draining encounter with someone during the day. All these little things kind of add up and can lead to burnout at any stage. And so the focus of this podcast is really to get to know yourself. And I did this podcast because I got really, really burnt out about 6 years ago. It was right after my divorce, and it was a very sudden, very, very difficult divorce to go through. And I was left with a house to care for, 2 children to care for, 2 businesses to care for, just all of a sudden. And it was really, really difficult. It was a really hard thing to go through. And I started coping with unhealthy habits. I had to show up every day in my life with a smile on my face because I had lots of people depending on me. I started drinking wine every night to cope and to shove those emotions down. And how that showed up for me was I started getting really bad anxiety and really bad panic attacks. I would wake up in the middle of the night with these crazy panic attacks to where I couldn't even breathe. So I finally got to a point where I thought I cannot do this anymore. I needed to figure something out. So I started doing some research and fell on Ayurveda, which I had heard about it in the past because I have done yoga. But I really started looking into it and using some of the practices. And within a month, it was crazy how much better I felt. And so I decided I really wanted to turn that into my passion and help people utilize the same tools and learn the same things to really help them in their life because it helped me so much. It pulled me out of a really deep place. And so I went to school, I got my master's degree, and now I'm really excited to start this podcast and share everything I know about Ayurveda with you guys and all the tools that I learned. The cool thing about Ayurveda is that it recognizes that we are all unique, we are all individual, and how we process things as far as the foods that we eat, the morning routines that we have, the times that we go to bed, the way that we process emotions, the way that our digestive system works is all unique to us. We all have our own unique energy that runs through our body, and that is what helps keep us in balance. And when these energies become imbalanced, that's when we start to feel those feelings of burnout, those feelings of exhaustion, those feelings of frustration or anger, or however that shows up for you, is when we start to become imbalanced and live out of alignment with our body's natural rhythms. And so that's what I want to help teach you guys is how to live in alignment with your body's natural rhythm, to live in balance, to avoid feeling burnt out and tired, and also how to really utilize those energies to create the best life for yourself, whether that's with your health or with your family, with your relationships, with your business. all aspects of your life because everything is connected. Everything is connected. If one area of your life is off, it's going to throw other areas of your life off. So I can't wait to dig into these topics with you guys. I'm so excited that you're here, and I will see you in the first episode.